Don't know. Hi, what's happening, people? Man like Alpha here,
Man, like Mr. Mac.
and it's the Earstotheroad team, right? And today we are going to be reviewing probably the greatest album of UK urban music history. Man like Dizzee Rascal with
Boy in the corner.
ha. Right. So, as you probably will be aware, Dizzee Rascal performed the album for the first time in the UK since 19 how long? Like since way back. So Mr. Mac had the privilege of being able to be there. I didn't. Like snaked me. Like man didn't think to bring me. Didn't phone my phone. Didn't let me know.
You weren't answering, fam. You weren't answering. My man was all sleeping and that, all snoring and dribbling. I'm like, yo, you ain't answering.
This guy. Anyway, right. So we're gonna talk about the album, right? For me, this album is on the level for the US, like for the UK, equivalent to like Nas' Illmatic album or Snoop Doggy Style album. It's just gritty. It's from the streets.
It's foundation. It is a reflection
of the environment, the time.
Yeah.
Like it's just powerful. Like what do you
see? Like for any 12, 13, 14, 15, probably up to 18-year-old at that time,
which we were
in that
about
era,
13.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can understand everything Dizzy's saying to you. Like you understood what he was on about.
Yeah.
You can see them scenarios there.
Talking about guns, knives, or what we used to call it, borers. We used to call it a borer.
Trust
like
me.
Tracksuits, big trousers, just looking like hood rats. Like Avrex jacket, academics tracksuits, bro. Hey, trust me, you used to go Ulster Market and cop them. Like them A9 tracksuits, and you get some people the AB tracksuits, like whole type down on Sunday Market. Yeah, done now. Wembley Market crew. But it was just of the time, like new era hats, like not even snapbacks and that, like fitted. Like, and to be fair, like whenever you saw Dizzee in public, like on the thing, he always had the deepest tracksuit, the deepest Air Force One. I'm sure Dizzee Rascal was solely responsible for the rise of Air Force Ones in England for the line in Fix Up Look Sharp.
Oh, yeah,
it's like trainers by the what? It's an Air Force One. Trainers by the truckload, trainers by the ton. Like I'll be real, I wasn't really sure what Air Force One was before Dizzee Rascal said it in a tune. Like, nah, I'm just being real with you. Like this album it's a cultural for us growing up. It's I can't even put into words what this album kind of was to us growing up.
But you hold it close to your heart and know you can look back at this album in 50 years like, yo, I remember them times.
I remember what I was doing. Like,
I remember them times.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, so like that's us, our little memory lane, our little nostalgia. But we came out 2003, which was kind of at the birth of grime. And for a UK artist, he reached 23 in the UK album charts, which is pretty solid. And he also won Best Album for in the Mercury Prize winner. Which again is just being replicated by Skepta, which big ups to Skepta. But this album was just powerful. Like I'm not even sure where to start talking about it, so I'm gonna start with the beginning. Sitting here, and it comes in with like those airy, that airy like kind of bell sounds, and it's like. It just sets the tone and the feel for the whole album, and then he comes in, he starts spitting about how he's just sitting there watching the world go by.
He's just analysing what's going on,
and he's like what is going on?
Trust me.
Like, what is this? Like, them times there, the internet wasn't really a thing like that. We had Nokia 3310s back then. Like Nokia face-offs and that. Like, and even like when you go to like the next tune, which was Stop That, which for me is probably up there with my favourite song on the album.
I think it's the hardest one.
Yeah, because it just comes in like he talks about who's got a Nokia, take that what.
Yeah.
Back then, if you was around in London at them times, it was very sticky. Yeah, you couldn't go to certain areas, you couldn't do certain things. And people will rob you for your Nokia phone.
Yeah.
Like, You'd have a Nokia. Like now, everyone's got iPhones and that. It's fine, Samsungs and that. But back then, them little Nokia phones, them brick phones, they were worth quite a lot of money, and they had values on the street.
100%.
But yeah, so that tune, and then it kind of breaks down, innit? Stop that, and then it goes to that. He's like, oh, Rua, hey ma, like they're in a rave. Because that was the thing back then. Like, people never really had projects back then in grime. It was all about the rave scene. It was all about going to the rave.
Young man standing.
Trust me, Eskimo dance, like, and just all of the other things, and pirate radio.
Yeah.
Like, on pirate radio, you would write your sickest 8-bar, right, and try and get the sickest response and get a reload. It was just a reload game. Like, and he kind of got the reload. He's like, next tune. And he's like, girls, ladies, do the butterfly. And then the beat's like, like, just power. Like, that tune is just power.
And what he's done for me, he's taken all that energy from the rave scene.
Yeah.
All that energy
from radio.
And he's put it into an album where you can sit there and think, reload, play that again.
Yeah, trust me.
Reload, play that again. Like it's powerful, man. It is powerful.
He powered this up. And then we've got I Love You, which, like, I'll be honest with you, yeah, I'm a bit sick of I Love You. Like, I've heard it a trillion times in my life. But it's a tune growing up, like in school. Like, some of the songs are very gritty, like for the man them and that. But I Love You was one of the tunes that the girls used to love and that.
The girl them loved them tunes.
But there was the deepest line in this tune. Like, what do you reckon the deepest line? That girl from school, that girl from college, that girl gets brain, that girl gets knowledge, that girl gets at all times change. That line is like a legendary line for any, like, young person growing up in London or even the UK. Like, it's not just a London thing. That was a legendary line for Dizzee Rascal and that tune. But I Love You, wicked tune. The video was sick as well. Like, that tune. Yeah, man, it captured us as young people. Brand New Day. Again, it's a deep song, that one.
The beat was very basic, but it's effective.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's very calm, and basically he's just talking about what is. He says it in the song. He's like, if you're not talking about what's going on, what are you talking about? Where are you living? Like, and he's just basically talking just about what's going on the roads, like people robbing people, like people trying to rob banks.
Yeah, pregnant girls.
Like, it was real life for us. Like, growing up in London in the estates and all of that stuff, it was real. He's just depicting what is going on.
Yeah, fully.
Like, and the theme continues throughout the whole album, and that's kind of why I likened it to the equivalent of Nas' Illmatic, because that's what Nas does. He comes with a fresh sound, and
it's from the streets. It's a reflection of him and his friends.
And wait, didn't Nas he opened for Nas or Jay-Z? Who did he open for? He opened for Jay-Z, innit?
Oh.
Yeah. Dizzee opened for Jay-Z in Brixton.
Oh, did it?
Like, years ago. Yeah, man. I'm sure. People let us know if I'm wrong. Like, it's a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure he opened up for Jay-Z back in the day. Then we go to Too Far. This is probably, like, to the mainstream, probably don't know this tune too much, but for me, this is, again, it's just a banger. Like, it's a banger. Like, the beat just comes in, and it's like a very punchy beat. It's like dun 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 dun. Like, it's just bang, and just makes you want to bang your head. And he's like,
don't bang your head, people.
Bang your head, head bang. And like, it's just, and he's like, oh, it's time for some exercise. I'm your fitness instructor, and I swear for the whole tune I'm moving. So yeah, I get what he's saying with that. And he marries his flow on that beat.
Yeah,
so sick, like so sick. Like dun 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 dun, and he's just on it. It's just
every bar falls on point with that beat. Ends well, starts well. Do you know what I'm saying?
And then Wiley comes in and done what Wiley does best. He just he just duppied it. He godfathered it.
Yeah, fully.
Like, he hot stepping on my neck and sinker. You didn't know it was MCV and like just like that tune, one of my favorites.
I'm a Ninja Turtle.
You can't step into my circle. Anyway, let's
being carried away.
Who needs to go and see Dizzee Rascal? We can perform it for you live.
Okay.
Like, trust me. Fix Up, Look Sharp.
See, now with Fix Up, Look Sharp, I think he took a basic beat and gave it it's like he gave a little sprinkle commercialness about it. Like,
yeah, he done it in America.
And for me, it was like, it's not gritty grime, but you could still accept it and think, you know what? This is alright.
Because what he's saying is still very true to him and true to us and true to what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I saw in an interview somewhere that he actually recorded that song in America, filmed it in America, and it was to kind of appeal to the American audience into the mainstream audience, which it actually has done. That tune, even to this day, still gets played very often on radio. You go to the nightclubs, festivals, the tune gets played, and again, it's got very iconic lines of our childhood in it. Lines like I stay sweet as a nut, sweet like Tropicana. Like, if you're from the East End or you've heard any like Cockneys, like, that's a very Cockney phrase. Sweet as a nut, mate, sweet as a nut. Like, he smashed it. Like, but that's that tune. I'm pretty sure that everyone watching this has probably heard Fix Up, Look Sharp. Yeah. Then we've got Cut 'Em Off. Which you're not too much of a fan of.
Nah. See, if there's one tune on that album which it'll probably get a skip, it'll be Cut 'Em Off. Like, I felt it was a bit too slow for me. Like, going in early with like Stop That, you know, like,
and you're all the way up here.
Just up here, and then now I'm just like, okay.
Nah, you see,
like,
for me, like, this just reminds me of with my CD Walkman with the Dizzee Rascal CD. Like, don't worry, man. I had the jog proof one, like, so I could just carry it in my pocket. I didn't have to hold it out here like this.
Yeah.
But like at nighttime, walking around at nighttime, it was just like a gritty. I felt like when I listened to that, I was chilling in the block, like, and it's just gritty. You're not knowing what's gonna happen, like, and he just comes at it with like a really slow. It's not his best lyrical delivery, but it's very slow. And he's just talking about what he does. Like, what is it? I wear my trousers ridiculously low. I love females, money, and crepes. Like, that was very much London.
Yeah, it was.
Like, crepes are trainers. Like, trainers. Yeah. And then we've got Hold Your Mouth, featuring none other than God's Gift. This tune is sick. Like, again, Mac's a bit undecided on it.
What I will say though is with God's Gift, when he come in, like, his flow and the sound effects of the guns and all that, not to promote any violence out there, but
it was the real life at the time.
That's how it was.
It was about straps and borers.
That's it. That's all it was.
It was straps and borers.
And a lot of MCs back then as well, like, within their bars would be talking about straps, Uzis, Mac 10s, the lot. So he was kind of brought up, and it was a bit odd if you didn't really hear an MC mention anything about guns. So for for God's Gift to come in on that verse,
he come in hard.
Like, and the sound effects of the guns, it's just like But overall, I'm just like, yeah, it's an alright track, but it's not one I'll probably go back to again. Like,
I wheel it every time. Every time God's Gift comes in, God's Gift get a wheel. Like, he gets a wheel every time. Round we go.
Round we go.
This song, right? He displays elements. Dizzee Rascal, to me personally, displays elements of Eminem like lyricism in this song. And you're probably like, what do you mean Eminem? Like, the first verse on this song is so sick. He tells such a deep story about a girl and a guy, and she's playing him for an idiot and a friend. Like, it's like some mad love triangle, but the way that he delivers it, like, he just delivers it in the same. Like, you just have to listen to it. Like, after, you just need to go and listen to it. But he's like, he is the best friend of the ex-girlfriend of the old school friend who is the close friend of this. But like, I get confused listening to it. So how?
It's like you have to like break it down here. Like, right, this is the friend over there. And, but you still enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you feel it, and it's like
And then I sit there and think, bro, like you sat there and wrote that and worked that out. Like when he come out of that studio after making that song, he's probably like, I'm that guy. Like he come out of that like, yeah, I'm the guy. We're gonna go Just a Rascal.
Yeah.
Which is another single that came out of the album. This tune for me, it's a good song. The beat is heavy, but I'm a little bit uninspired with the song until the last verse.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised, really. Like for me at that time, growing up, Rascal was the signature sort of, apart from I Love You, which is probably for the girls, but Rascal for me was the signature sort of anthem for Dizzee. Like, I am just a rascal, do you know what I'm saying? And it's come gritty at times, and I was thought, yeah. Like, I was like, yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy.
I'm not saying it's a bad song. Like, I'm saying it doesn't get skipped, but the tune to me comes to life on that first verse where you can just tell he's just pissed off. And he's like, guys, you just want to punch someone in the face, bro. Like, yes. And then the outro where he's got like someone phoning him up on his voicemail, and he's like, "Oh, you're shit. You're gonna skank." Like, he just taking a mick. But at that time, it was very much like that. People were hating. Like he was on TV. Like. We didn't. I say we. I wasn't there, but like people like us, we never really go on TV and that.
No.
Like, so yeah, man. It's a good song, man.
Great song.
What you on? Show me what you're on. Where's your cash? Where's your wong?
Do you know what? Like, see now, guys, I've got like a little video for you guys afterwards to show what happened at the concert and all that. But like, when that tune came on now. Like, me growing up as a fan, listening to it on the CD and all that, yeah, it was alright. I wouldn't skip it, probably wouldn't jack it, reload. But when it came on in that concert, people were going mad, absolutely mad. But that's another story.
But that's because, do you know what that was? That was kind of like what came after this album when people used to make like dubs.
Yeah,
because it's like, it's one flow, it's like, dun, 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 dun. Like it's very simple, very catchy, and that's why people probably went mad for What You're On. Alright, so the next song is probably, is it like, it's the cult hero song of Dizzee Rascal. Like everyone loves this song. Most people know all of the words to this song, apart from Dizzee Rascal apparently, according to Mr. Mac. But again, that's for a different video. Jezebel. This song is like, he basically tells a very in-depth story of a young lady who lost herself, involved in sexual activity from a young age with various different guys, and just lost herself, and he loses you in the story. Like,
it does.
I remember listening to that growing up and thinking, wow, is it that deep for some of these girls? Like, and I remember back then, like, we used to be quite aggressive and quite bad to women. Like, we used to try to, hey, come here, what's your number? Like, and then you'll get the one, like, and then the guys will just all try to take advantage and that. Like, he told a real deep story, and I kind of, now listening back to it, as like an adult, I can see it, and I can see the characters that made up the story of this song. Like, yeah, man.
See now, like, but that tune Jezebel, it's almost like you see. I don't know if you ever listened to Plan B, De La Rosa.
Charmaine.
Charmaine De La Rosa, sort of similar characters where like you got this young girl who's quite naive. Quite, open to the world and not really sure where she's going in life, and she's meeting the wrong people and she's getting herself into situations.
And she's starting to feel like her worth is her body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, Dizzee's told that story very well. And if you was 16 at that time, you're thinking, like, I know a Jezebel.
I know a Jezebel.
You know what I'm saying?
I know a Jezzy. Like,
so, it was common back then. It was common. If you're living in London, you probably know 2-3 Jezebels in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you might find her in your neighborhood,
It's
always
so
in
true.
some shit up to no good.
so like that tune, yeah, did a lot to a lot of people.
I can see a few Jezebels.
No names.
No names. I hope you sorted your life out. Yeah. So we got Seems to Be.
Oh yeah, seems to be
This
one of my
is
favorites. Yeah,
This is another one that brings the rave
yeah.
to the CD.
Yeah, 100%. What
Like-
are you saying on seems to be? Lost
It's
for words.
dope. It's a sick tune.
Yeah.
Like, and even at the beginning, the bit at the beginning where they got that northern chick, she
Sounds
says
from
that,
Liverpool,
yeah,
innit?
like Liverpool side like that. What's it? And then he got the Smokey, and you know this, man. And again, that's very much of the
Turn
time.
Dizzee Rascal.
Like, we used to listen to Dizzee Rascal and watch Friday. Like, when we used to chill with the band and that. Like, so. Yeah, man, and then the bars, like he's spitting like he's at a rave. Like, it's just very hard hitting. Like, I could sit here and rap the whole song to you, but I'm not going to. Like, no, not today. That might be for another video.
I don't want to show him your talent.
Trust me, not my talent. Dizzy's talent, man.
Yeah.
Livo.
It's like, bro. Yeah. I felt that one.
Again, it's
I'll probably agree with you on this one. Like, it is good, but it's not something like wow that takes me by storm. I'm thinking, bro, like this is a banger. But for me, I think it's a good standard tune to have on it. Because I think sometimes with albums, not every single tune is gonna be to your liking. Not every single tune is gonna be a banger. But in some way, you could probably sit there, listen to that tune, and reflect on it. Think, you know what, I can agree with what he's saying, or I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And there is more than a handful on this album where, for me, I can sit there and picture everything Dizzy's trying to tell me. So like,
as a whole, he paints a very vivid picture of being a young man growing up in the hood in London.
Yeah.
Like, very vivid picture. Like, it's there. Like, I can take myself back to where I was at the times, like sitting on buses and thinking, raw, 10 man, like you see 10 man at the bus stop, right? You're thinking, raw, is it gonna get peak for me? Like, peak wasn't even a word. Like, what's it? You're moving prang.
Yeah.
Man used to get prang. That's what it was. And the last tune, which is Do It, where he paints that picture again. It's a very slow, calm type of song, and he's just talking about what's gonna happen tomorrow, like where he sees it going, how it's all gonna sort itself out. He ended it on quite it made you think. It gave you food for thought. After that, I'll be honest with you. Back in the day when I used to listen to this album, I used to not listen to this song that often because I just wanted to be hype all the time.
So you skipped it.
So I skipped it. Like, I would go back to God's Gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. I'll go back to God's Gift and just yeah. But
Noog hand.
Yeah, Noog hand, gun fingers.
Know about the Noog.
Trust me, grind. And then obviously there was the bonus track, which was Vex, which came on the back part of I Love You.
Yeah. At the end.
Just sick track. It's just sick track. It's on the same sort of vibe as Stop That. And Seems to Be, and that he's just exercising his lyrical talents and just being Dizzy.
And that's it with Dizzy. He has got so much lyrical talent, because if you look at what he's done now, he's come from this. And some artists may not have what it takes to go as far as what Dizzy's done. You know what I'm saying?
Dizzee to this day is still the pinnacle of UK MCs, rappers, or whatever. And Dizzy's history is embedded in the scene.
Yeah.
What do you rate this album as, Mr. Mac?
Do you know what? It goes down as one of my favourite albums. Obviously, as you know, it was there when I was growing up. So because of that, and because I relate to it so much, 8.5, pushing a 9. It is such a powerful album, man.
I'm going straight up 10.
Yeah?
I'm going 10. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. It's a 10. Like, don't let anyone tell you any different. It is a 10. The official Ears to the Road rating is 10 ears.
9.
10, fam. Like, I'm not going any lower than 9 3/4. And like that extra quarter is dead. Like, so it's 10. It's a 10. There's nothing actually wrong with the album.
Yeah, but sometimes there's always room for improvement, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
but then
there's one track on there you don't really like.
But it's still a 10. It's a 10. People, it's a 10. Right, anyway, watch out for the interview that I'm doing with Mr. Mac regarding his him snaking me and not hollering me to come with him to go to see Dizzee Rascal.
Live.
That'll be up in the next few days. Don't forget to comment, let us know what you want us to review. Subscribe, like, share, send it to your goddaughter, like send it to your teacher at school,
Nieces,
your
nephews,
nephews, like just let
Anyone.
them know, right? Because grime is power.
And power is great.